Guys, welcome back to the channel. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's learn data science with Aishwarya here. In today's video, I know like this video is going to be uploaded after a long duration. Most of you have been waited for this kind of videos here. I do understand, but I was not there in this task, so I couldn't upload new videos. Meanwhile, in today's video, let's have a discussion and let's solve few questions from SQL. The point of discussion would be strictly based on the interview-based questions, where we will be solving some of the question from data Lemur, right? We will be taking the top 3 or 5 questions, anything we will be taking randomly, right? If the time permits, we may solve all the five also, not an issue. Or else we will be, at least we will be solving minimum 3 questions for today, right? Top three. Guys, this is a good website, I will say, for everyone should, for you to practice, maybe I can say. Uh, in fact, you can follow my LinkedIn also. In LinkedIn also, I have posted different question with different formats, solving it in the pandas method as well, using the pandas tool for data processing, for getting the final result. The same, so the point is the question which we are solving in SQL could also be solving pandas, but the term over here is complexity. So sometimes one code of pandas is equals to 12 codes of SQL, and it is vice versa also. So it is all about the complexity, but as we are practicing, so we have to be best in all the kind of tools that we know, at least in the resume, which we have mentioned about, which the tools which we have mentioned about. So without wasting the time, let's begin with the questions. The first question comes from the Uber. We need to identify the third transaction, as they are saying over here. Assume that you have given a below Uber transaction made by the user. Write a query to obtain the third transaction for every users, right? The output should be user ID, spend, and transaction date. So here is the schema of the table: user ID, spend, transaction date. And like if you are giving the interview for some of the companies, they also give you the online test. So this type of table, which is known as the example input, most of the cases you will not find this. So you need to understand the table from the schema itself. So now my point is, let's ignore this table as of now. Okay. We understood the two line of questions, right? We need to extract the third transaction per users. We understood that. What we need to retrieve from the table is user ID. All the three columns basically we are retrieving. So we understood this part. Now let's ignore this question. Oh, sorry, this table right now. Let's ignore this and let's begin with the query and let's see how we are solving. Okay. So let's select everything. Okay. Select star will give me a whole table. Now I need to extract the third transaction. That means what? There are three columns. One more column will be created where I can give the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 per user ID. So basically I am talking about the window functions here. So maybe you can use a row number. Okay. Over partition by user ID, order by transaction date as RN, from your table is transactions table. Great. So let's just run this code. Yeah. So see, this is what I was talking about. We have created this part, this column. Now what I will do is I will take the RN where it is 3, which is basically my third transaction per users. One point to focus over here is What if I would have used dense rank? So you can also, like you can just play around this kind of tools. So let's do it this way, and let's say it as dn. Okay, dn means basically our dense rank function. And let me just show you what happens. So more or less it is actually giving you the same result. You can see over here, right? Now let's see if we use only rank function then. So I just copy the same thing and I say it as rank, and let's give the alias name as rnk for this. So yeah, now you can see what the rank function gives to you. More or less it is the same thing, right? Everything is same right now. Great. So I hope I have covered all the window functions, through which not all I will means the required window functions, right? From CTE, where Rn equals to 3. Anything I can take, right? Where Rn equals to 3, Dn equals to 3, or rank equals to 3, and I can just run the code. So these three figures I am not supposed to write in the table, the required table. So I will just write user ID, spend, transaction date. Great. Now let's just submit the query. So it is working. So obviously you are not supposed to use, means it is not required, right? Why you want to use the dense rank? Why you want to use the rank? All the function all together. But as the discussion point of view, I have written this code so that we can visualize how the things are working behind the screen, basically, right? Now let's move on to the next question. Second highest salary. So second highest salary of every employee is basically, now let's take this code out. Yeah. So you have the employee schema. The employee schema over here tells employee ID, name, salary, department ID, and manager ID. What you need to retrieve. Your manager is keen on understanding the pay distribution and asks you to determine the second highest salary among all the employees. The main point over here is among all the employees it is saying. So all the employees means what? We are covering all the employees in the entire organization. It is not based on specific department. So if it is, for example, if I just go back to the previous question, you can see here this point. Third transaction for every user. For every user. You can understand, right? So there are different user ID. But in this question, it is for among all the employees. It is not like per department or any kind of thing. So this is one change which they have mentioned. And second highest salary is the second point. So second highest salary means order by function you have to use. Basically that is the thing. So this is what we need. I think we need everything. Yeah. Only okay, we just need the second highest salary, nothing else. Only the number we need, basically, that is the thing. Okay. So select all. Use the dense rank here, dense rank function, because see row number anyways will be giving you yeah, you can use a row number as well, because row number also acts like a this thing, but let's use the dense rank. Why to make it over complicated and why to think? So let's say order by salary DESC, okay, as DNK from employee, okay. So with CTE as select all from CTE where D and K equals to 2. Now what I got this figure. So I just want to retrieve the salary as second, what is the name? Second highest salary. How they are? Second highest salary, okay? Right? So just submit this. It is working. Now let's just use the row number here. And let's just see it is 12,500. So it is also giving you the exactly same figure. You can see over here. If I use the rank, still it is the same for this case specifically. So I hope I have shown you different methods using different function. It is pretty clear with you. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is all about spendings and openings over here. Okay. So in this question, you need to write a query to break down this part: time spent sending versus opening snaps. So this question was been asked by the Snapchat. Okay, as a percentage of total time spent on these activities grouped by age group. So we need to calculate time time spent sending plus time spent opening. So basically see the activity type. So let's do one thing, okay? Select distinct activity type from activities, right? Activity activities. Now let's just run this query. It's not clicking now. Is there some issue? Like sometimes this also get stick to that. Yeah. So see, there are three different activities. So that is why I have written this short code to make you believe, like if you just do, because people might think like what if we just do sum of time spent activity, but if you just do that then three types of activities are going to get added over here, but we just need for spend and open. Basically spend divided by spend plus open divided by spend plus open. This is what we actually need over here, right? So in this, how the output will be: age bucket, spend percent, open percent. So this is what we need to retrieve. Okay. So let's try one of the method. So select from activities as a join age breakdown as ag. Okay. On a dot user id equals to ag dot user id. Great. So user ID is basically common. So let's join on them. Okay. Now the first thing what we need is age bucket. So age bucket is in age breakdown table. So ag dot age bucket. Okay. Then we also need our activity time spent. Basically activity time spent we need. So it is in the A column. So or else, okay, let's do it. Activity type and a dot time spent. Okay, so you have different activities right now in front of you. Okay, so what I will do is I will be filtering the activity here. So a dot activity type not equals to chat. Okay, it is activity, right? ACTIVITY. The spelling was the issue. So now it is a filtered table which you are visualizing over here, right? Now what we want, let's do it this way now. See, we have joined the things, required columns which we have to show in the output, that also we have taken. We have filtered it from the chat as well. I mean the chat type activity as well. So now what we can do is we can do the calculation part basically. So select age bucket. Okay. Then what I can do is I can, sum the activity type, sum the time spent of the activity when it is open, and then when it is send, and I will be dividing it with the combination of open and send. So how to write that? So case when activity type equals to open, then time spent, else 0 end, divided by sum case when, take this part, put it here, and just put a or over here, or send. Okay, and let's give a alias name as k. Fine. So from CTE group by, because I have used the aggregated function, so group by a, and let's put everything now in CTE with CTE as. Okay, here it is unnecessary. Yeah. So let's just run the code. Boolean send. Okay. Uh, Here you have to write this way: activity type equals to send. So you got one of the column. Now let's just take the exact column, this thing, put it here, replace open with send, because your first column is send percentage. So replace open with send. Say this as send percent, comma, say this as open percent. Okay. Now you got both the things. Is there any order by function over here? No, you have to just round up to two decimals. So basically this is the percentage format. So we will be multiplying it with 100.0. Again, we will be multiplying this with 100.0. And now what you get is in a percentage format, the same figures are in the percentage. Use a round function right now so that you clearly take up to two decimals. Comma 2. The same thing I can do. Okay, let's just copy the same thing, put it here. Okay, and replace this send percentage with our open percentage. So basically you are seeing now what I have wrote, and from, okay, there is a comma over here. Okay, there was a comma over here due to which this error has come. So see, it is done. So maybe there can be a issue also. Maybe there could be an issue. Let's just submit this and see what happens. So the output doesn't match with the requirement. Why? Because you have given your send. It should be open, right? Now you just run and see the output. Great, it is accepted. Now, guys, I will be discussing. I don't know which solution was here. Maybe okay. See here, you could see some different solution. Right here, it is some different solution. I have mentioned it with the CT function, so it is a different solution. Great. So this is one of the method of doing that. Okay, this is one of the method. One more method can be there, which I can show you right now. Uh, if you are if you enjoy writing the complex query, then this could be one of the methods. So what I'm saying is select everything from activity, okay, and say that where activity type is not equals to your chat. So this is the first filter you have created, right? Now put this as select everything, okay, select everything from A. Now you start using the join and rest, like how we have written here. You can write the same thing over here, and then you can put everything into the CTE. If I just show you the quickly, so breakdown, okay, join age breakdown here as ag on k dot user id equals to ag dot user id. Okay, now you put a CT over here, so with CTE as this part. So you can change the part over here also. I hope like this part is pretty clear. Another method is also there. In one of the method, what you can do is see basically this two column send percent open percent is actually coming from your first table. So what if you just do the calculation there and there itself? So how to do that calculation? So I may use the subquery over here also. So select everything from uh, yeah. So select everything from our activities. Okay, where activity type is not equals to chat. Right now, since I have already done the filtration over here, and let's put it this way, from subquery as k. Okay, now let's just do the calculation part right now. So select what I need this two columns basically, right? But since I need this two column and I need to join with the age breakdown function, and the common column is user ID, so I have to use the user ID also in the subquery part. So I am saying this way, like user ID, okay, then you do that same function, right? The sum case when, so you have written that, and then you put it as group by, and then you just put it like a user ID, the normal thing. Hope you are understanding the keywords what I'm saying. The mainly just focus on the approach and the steps which we are taking. So this sum will be giving you the send percent. The next sum will give you the open percent. Okay. Now you put a CT again here with CT as, and then you join your CTE. Okay. So select everything from CTE, join on age breakdown. Okay. On C dot user ID equals to A dot user ID. So there are multiple like solution which you can actually practice. All depends on the concept which you want to apply. I found CT as one of my best uh, method because it I feel easy in CT, so I use CT. So in every function, in fact, every solution I use the CT. Without CT also, these people have already solved the questions. So that also you can have a look. I don't know why it is not coming, but yeah. So that also you can have a look, and yeah, now it is coming. So see, what they have done over here is okay. They also have the CT function. So see, this query now looks so big, but how nicely and shortly we have solved the questions over here. So that's all for today because it is already 25 minutes. I thought we could have we could have try one more question. Let's just see. This is the Twitter rolling average question. It is a very small question basically. Uh, so you have Twitter count. One more column you will be creating as the rolling average. So basically the rolling average will be, so the rolling average should be select all, okay, from tweets and avg of tweet count over, I don't think so partition by is required. So order by tweet date basically, let's just take and see, and k. I haven't read the question basically. I'm just trying it so that what we are getting. Let's just see. Okay, so there are different users ID, no? So I think they have mentioned somewhere to calculate 3 days rolling average for each users. Now the question is clear. So partition by user ID, order by tweet date, that is correct. 3 days rolling average you need. So one more clause you will be including over here, which is rows between current row and two preceding. Yes, and just run this. Order by partition by partition. Yeah. Okay, so the preceding will should come first. To preceding and current row. See, preceding means the above things. So if I say current row and two preceding, maybe that is the case, I think. So is there a round up to 2 decimals? Yeah, because it is so long number, no? And let's give a alias name as k correct. So put it a ct, simple. Put it a ct as, okay. Now select the required columns. So required column is user id, tweet date, okay, and k as rolling average. What is the column? 3-day rolling average, okay, from cte. And I put a round function at the k itself so that place will be required, okay. So see, you got this part. Now let's just submit. I don't know if there is some order by or not. Okay, this is working. See, so this is the function I was talking about. 2 days. So basically, if there is a small, I will say a small technique over here. If you are working with preceding, then the preceding should be the correct word, should be the first word, and then the current row should come. If you are applying following, then it should be current row and two following, three following up to you. Why I have taken two over here? Because it is 3 days moving average. 3 days means day one, day two, and the third day. So third day is the current row. Assume that way. Third day is the current row. For example, take this case. Third day is my current row. So 2 days preceding. So if you just see 2 and 1.5, the probably that this should be the count. Basically this is the question, so this part. So if you just see 2 plus 1, how much? 3. 3 by plus 3 is 6. 6 by 2 is your 2. So that is where you're getting here 2 in the first record. And same it is moving on to the next parts as well. I mean in the third record, because first you will anyways get the same number only. Yeah, so that's all for today. Have a great day. I will be uploading this video after 9 p.m. today. You will be you can then take the video and do some practice, up to you. So there are 3-4 concepts which we have discussed. All the questions were from Windows CT this time. I hope you have enjoyed this thing nicely. Uh, in the next video, let's try to solve the hard questions. Anyways, I have done some of the hard questions basically. So let's try to take these questions such as maximum prime item inventory. So this kind of question are basically the case study question. It requires around 10, 15, 20 minutes to discuss also. So yeah, that's all for today. Have a great day. You let's meet soon. Probably the next week there will be no videos. My next video will be uploaded on somewhere between 19 to 22. So you will be finding the next videos in this 4 5 days. Means on 19th, after 19 basically you will be finding the next video. So till that, have a great day. You may also practice some of the questions from data Lemur, up to you. You can also prefer lead code. Lead code is also a very good website for practicing the questions. Okay. Also what I was planning, like, because these days some of the companies are also asking about the machine learning part. If you are interested, please do a comment in the video so that I will come to know if you are interested in machine learning. So what I am planning is we can take a real data set and we can apply the algorithm, machine learning algorithm from the basics, and one by one different algorithm we will be covering ahead also, so that you also come to know like how the machine learning algorithm actually works in the real world. Just comment in the section below, in the comment section today, okay, if you want, if you wish, then, right? So have a great day. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for being the part of the channel for so long. uh, let's meet soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.